look at a lot of vertical machining centres on MTD CNC. In fact, VMCs are probably one of the largest types of machines sold here in the UK. Now this one is an HD one from Dugard. I've seen these before, and I've seen a lot of these recently going to companies that are doing more demanding machining. Now it's a box guideway machine. HD stands for heavy duty. Some of the points I want to pick out, firstly the working envelope. This has a whopping 1800 in the X by 860 in the Y axis, would you believe? That's one of the biggest advantages to this size of machine. I know they're doing two smaller parts on here, but imagine having 860 millimeters in the Y axis, but also having that in such a small footprint. Now I suppose the key to this machine, what you can see now is the bed, the Y axis, which moves in fact on top of the X axis. So normally you'd have the X axis on top of the Y axis, but this, we're told by Dugard, is a more rigid solution. It means you can get heavier parts on the table. In fact, up to 2 tons of component you can get on this table. That's 2,000 kilograms. It is a BT50. It's got a 6,000 RPM spindle, and as standard it has a 24 station tool changer, but you can have the option of 32. Now this in itself, this machine, is a whopping 14 tons. Full box guideway, full heavy duty machining on this machining centre. But what I want to do is you can get a feel for the size of it there on camera, but also see that the footprint isn't that big for the working envelope that I actually told you about. Now this has got a Fanuc control, but you can have a Siemens or a Heidenhain here. There are those options that when you order this machine you can go for either of those controls. The access is very good. You've got 2 doors, double door, and what I spoke to the operators here about at ENS where they've installed this is this table moves right the way forward, so when you're loading the component you can either use the steps here, as you'll see, to get in and access the machine, or if you move the steps away it's still not a big journey, not a big area to actually load the machine or get there and access it quickly. Now I want to bring you around the side because this is what I also think is important. Look at the access here. You can access the machine if you chose to via these windows, but you can also see what's going on, the access, the light in the machine. You can see the size of the machine from the side, which is important, but also look, the swarf conveyor here has come out the back of the machine. Now what's the advantage to that? Well, it means that when you're chasing, when you're trying to get it in a small footprint, which they were here at ENS, they wanted a big working envelope in a small footprint, left to right, it takes up less size because this is coming out the back. Just another option that's available with this HD machining centre. Dugards can offer you heavy duty machines like this, but also entry level machines, linear rail machines, lower cost machines. There are those options from them. I'd advise you to get to Hove, talk to them about their VMCs if you're in the market at the moment. But as it stands here, this is me exploring this Dugard HD machine, box guideway, heavy duty vertical machining centre.